Welcome to the legendary Black Forest, the stage of round 4 of the Hero UCI Marathon World Cup. Its beauty is a celebration of nature itself. Lush, wild and endlessly inspiring for every rider. This stunning terrain demands strength, focus and fearless riding. With the overall title within reach, leaders Andreas Seewald and Rosa Van Doorn are ready to defend their leads. Let's dive into the highlights of the Black Forest Ultra Bike Marathon.
Today I just tried to finish the race because I'm not so in good shape. I was sick, and so yeah, we will see how it works. It's a long race, so maybe it's go better than I think, maybe it goes worse, so I don't know what to expect.
Yeah, today will be a super fast course. I think it will be super funny and technical. It's super fast and yeah, also long. So yeah, you need to push your own tempo, and maybe in the last part you can do an attack or something. So let's see if it's possible to do an attack.
Sono contento di essere oggi qua.
I'm happy to be here today at the start. It has been 2 or 3 days really tough for me. I had an infection, but it's getting better. I'm taking antibiotics. Yesterday I was thinking not to compete. Today I'm feeling better and I'll try to race to defend my position. If I will not feel well, I retire. But let's try.
Ma ci provo.
The middle part is quite hard. It doesn't look like on the map, but you have steep punchy climbs. I think that's where the race is going to be decided, but also towards the end, after 4 hours, you hit the last climb in the heat. So that's going to be a decisive one.
Sunday, 13th of July, the UCI World Cup's 4th round will take place in Kirchgarten in Germany. Expectations are high for the Black Forest Ultra Bike Marathon. 118 kilometers, 3,558 meters, with the racetrack wending its way across the Dreisam Valley at the Upper Black Forest. In the men's category, the top athletes are once again going to enter a neck-and-neck race for the leadership. Andreas Seewald from Germany, and a well-known name at the Black Forest event, leads the way with his 580 points after his win at the Hero Südtirol Dolomites, which took place a couple of weeks ago. Behind Seewald, there are 2 cyclists who are hot on his heels. Leo Paez from Colombia has 540 points, and the 43-year-old athlete is as fresh as his younger counterparts. All eyes are on Wout Alleman from Belgium. Indeed, despite placing 6th in the Dolomites, he still scored enough points to have a winning shot at the podium and shares the 2nd place with the Colombian cyclist. Length 118 kilometers. Elevation gain 3,550 meters. A start and a first part with a high tempo and probably in group, no room for attacks at the beginning of the race. Prepare for an ideal marathon terrain. Mount Feldberg rises on the horizon, boasting 1,492 meters and making it the stalled Mittelgebirge of Germany. Sunny weather, not too humid, being in July, only 69% humidity with summer temperatures changing from 30 degrees during the day down to 10 degrees on the peaks. As predicted, a big group is leading the race during the first half. All the big names are in control. Andreas Seewald is expected for a great race at home. The leader of the rankings has a good chance to extend his leadership. Wout Alleman racing in good position on a terrain where, after the Dolomites, he can finally express his pace and tempo. Black Forest hosted the World Championships back in 1995 with legendary names winning the cross-country. Alison Sider from Canada and the Dutch Bart Brentjens, who 1 year later won the first Olympic gold medal in Atlanta. The ranking at kilometer 68, in first position Andreas Seewald, followed by Gioele De Cosmo, Georg Egger and Wout Alleman, all of them in 4 seconds. The chasing group is led by Samuele Porro, down by 37 seconds. It's time for the women's elite. After the third round in the Dolomites, the fourth and the last but one race will shine the spotlight on Rosa Van Doorn. The Dutch cyclist placed 8th in Selva Val Gardena, yet she still retained her leadership in the women's category with her 610 points. The German round's elevation fits her profile more than previous races, with her aim being on putting as much distance between herself and the second place, currently held by Sandra Mayr-Hofer from Italy, riding an emotional high after her recent win at the Giro Südtirol Dolomites. She holds 590 points. Leila Niemcevic from Bosnia is currently third with 450 points, and may very well start in a plot twist that will shake the stability of the podium during this fourth round. This iconic German race has now reached its 25th edition, and it's 118 kilometers and over 3,558 meters await our elite cyclists and countless amateurs. This race is a test of endurance and strategy. We will put all cyclists under pressure right from the start. The circuit encompasses Mount Feldberg, which with its 1,492 meters is the tallest Mittelgebirge in Germany. Cyclists will race across the Dreisland Valley and the Upper Black Forest, participating in a marathon race which every year attracts around 5,000 cycling enthusiasts. As in the men's race, the first pass is highlighted by the leading group. Adelheid Morath is the one who tried to attack time by time, but she's controlled by the opponents. The group is now divided in two, with Rosa Van Doorn, Mara Fumagalli, Adelheid Morath and Paula Gorička-Kurman leading. After 68 kilometers, the leading group sees 4 athletes divided by only 9 seconds. Deborah Piana is following alone, down by 3 minutes, with the other Italian Sandra Mayr-Hofer, winner on the Dolomites, sitting in 6th. Right after the split, Seewald decides to attack and breaks away, finally riding alone in the lead. Arriving at Affersteg, the toughest climb, Seewald increases his tempo and seals his leadership. Behind Seewald, 4 riders are still battling for the podium: Samuele Porro, Georg Egger, Wout Alleman, Gioele De Cosmo, with a high tempo on the steepest climb of the race. Over 120 UCI World Cup participants took part in the race, with 1,500 volunteers surrounded by the enthusiastic German supporters. In the last part of the race, Andreas Seewald is finally riding alone in total control of the race, ready to gain important points with only one round to go in the Hero UCI Cross Country Marathon World Cup. Behind him, De Cosmo and Alleman are battling neck to neck, chased by Porro for the second place, but for Andreas Seewald is another victory, the second in a row.
Today first 2 hours of the race was super tactical racing. Everyone looked a bit on each other and tried to not invest too much, and just at the crucial positions where it was important to be in front. There the pace was super high and quite a bit fighting was going on. Then after the 3 hours or so, I felt super good and tried to really make the group small, and then we were only 4 riders left. I just stayed on the gas from there, and actually I was not really planning to go that early, but in the end I went, I think, 40 kilometers before the finish alone, and just felt super good and super cool to win like this.
So Andreas Seewald from Germany wins the German race after a solo breakaway. A photo finish was required to determine the second and third place, with Gioele De Cosmo beating Wout Alleman from Belgium, only 10 seconds ahead of Samuele Porro. Back at the women's race, Rosa Van Doorn breaks away and leads the race together with Fumagalli, leaving Morath and Gorička Kurman to a fight for the remaining spot on the podium. As Paola Gorička Kurman disappears from the battle, Rosa Van Doorn and Mara Fumagalli continues their fight for the victory, chased by an excellent Adelheid Morath. The success of Dutch cyclist Rosa Van Doorn over Mara Fumagalli is a sight to behold. Adelheid Morath, who trained on these tracks, places third. With just one round until the end of the World Cup, today's winners cement their leadership role in the World Cup's overall ranking and will yet again wear the leader jersey in the final in Girona in September.
Actually, it was a super hard race because you can push all the time in the flats, in the downhills, in the uphills. And we had a nice group together, and in the end, after 80 Ks, we were only with 3. And then also you need to be smart, and I think Adelheid and Mara were super strong today. But I'm super happy that I took the win today. I know a bit the riders, and I really like to sprint and take also the risk, and if it don't work, it don't work, but if you don't try, you never know. So I think this was the best for today to do. Well, I cannot believe it, it's amazing. I'm also so happy and grateful with the team around me. They support me with everything. Also after my last result in Hero. So I'm super happy, and with a good feeling I go to Seewald the next time.
Among the ladies, another victory for Rosa Van Doorn, winning against Mara Fumagalli at the sprint. Adelheid Morath takes the third place, down by 2 minutes. With just one race to go until the end of the 2025 Hero UCI Marathon World Cup, the award ceremony saw Rosa Van Doorn and Andreas Seewald confirmed as the current leaders. They wear the leader jersey on September 21st at the La Tramonsi Otter Europe.
The Black Forest chapter comes to an end, but the final showdown still awaits. all eyes now turn to Girona for the showdown on September 21st. The World Cup title will be decided there.
Andreas Seewald consolidates his leadership ahead of Wout Alleman in the men's elite category. In the women's elite, Rosa Van Doorn extended her lead, followed by Sandra Meyerhofer.